Have you ever felt a sudden wave of insight, clarity, or even physical symptoms like fatigue, headaches, or an emotional rush, and wondered what is going on? That's what we call an energetic download. In this video, I'll explain what an energetic download is, how to recognize it in your mind, body, and spirit, and what you can do when it happens. I'll also share my own personal experiences so you can see how it shows up in real life and how to navigate it with more ease and awareness. Hello, love warriors, and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, so I'm really excited to talk to you guys about our theme today, which is energetic downloads, which is what I have been going through, which is why I haven't posted in a while. So we're going to get into that. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. My name is Jess Flo, and I'm a love coach and a messenger of the heart. And what does that mean? It means that I guide my audience and my clients in embodying the energy that they need to be able to live a life that is full of peace, love, and harmony, because that is what my whole channel is about, bursting with energy and about embodying unconditional love, right? So let's get into it. Today, we're going to be talking about energetic downloads. I'm going to be going through 4 questions that you guys might ask yourself when you are going through that phase of your life or through that initiation of your life. And we're going to be breaking it down in a soul lens. If you guys do have more questions, write it in the comment. If you're already working with me, then you can ask me one-on-one, or you can just email me. So let's get into it. All right. Can receiving energetic downloads really cause physical symptoms like fatigue, headaches, or even a cold? Yes, it can. So in the middle of, I think the last video I did was 2 months ago, almost 2 months ago. And a week later, so middle of August, I believe. Middle of August is when I had, middle of August is when I had my energetic download. And so you're going to feel some symptoms that feel cold-like. I'm going to be telling you guys the difference between the two. And it's going to be different for everybody depending on what's activating in your body, depending on how you actually receive and channel messages from the other side. So for some people, you're going to feel your body tingling and you are just a sentient that feels it in your body. For some people, it's going to be your third eye. For some people, it's going to be your throat chakras. For some people, it's going to be your womb. Also, depending on the messages that I'm getting or what I'm working on during that month, that also impacts where I feel fatigue, where I feel aches, or where I get my symptoms. So just watch out for different symptoms that are kind of like itching, ache, discomfort, pain, tingling, warmth, like really getting like a fever warm. Looking out for symptoms like that will indicate if it's actually you being sick or in a phase of your life where you need more nutrients or more herbs or need to go to a doctor, or if it's just paining you in a way that doesn't feel, how can I say this? It feels surface level. So when I was getting my energetic download, I was really tired. I was like, I need to rest. I was getting headaches, but it was headaches that I could go on about my day and it wasn't bothering me. I just was aware that there's an ache happening there because there's an activation happening, but it's not wearing me down to the point that I need to stay in bed all day, where I can't do anything, where I know I really need to rest. So yes, it can cause any of these symptoms. Jot down these symptoms, journal, write a diary, be aware of what's going on, like tune in what's going on inside of my body. And do I feel like it's something that it's to the point that I need to take some medicine, take some herbs, lie down and rest, do a steaming. I do a steaming when I have a cold and I have mucus. I steam and herbs and inhale it and sweat it out. When I had my energetic download, what I did do is I did a cleansing bath. A cleansing bath detoxes you completely. It detoxes mind, body, spirit, your 3 bodies, right? Which is what you want to do when you're getting an energetic download so that you can get really clear on what is coming through. So in my bath, you can use different herbs. I use lavender. I use calendula. I have a bunch of herbs. I'm trying to remember. I think I used, what did I use? I used meadowsweet. I used rosemary. I put some crystals in my bath. I put some essential oils in my bath. If I'm trying to get more energy, I'll put like orange, wild orange. If I'm trying to really detox, I'll put like a mint in there, peppermint or a spearmint. I'll use a purifying essential oil. So it really depends on what's going on in your body. If you need to relax, if you need to connect, if you need energy, create your bath based on that. Or contact me, DM me, and then I can walk you through how to create your bath. I also sage my bathroom, and I have a candle there depending on depending on the time of the month, basically. So yes, that bath, you will feel a lot more lighter when you come out of the bath. It's like you're letting go of everything that was weighing you down, and you're opening yourself up to receive what is for your highest and greatest good, what actually serves. So you're letting go of the foreign energies, the negative energies, anything that is preventing you from being able to see the truth, and you're stepping into that. Okay, this is the message I'm receiving. So yeah. Question number 2, how do I tell the difference between being spiritually upgraded and just being sick or run down? So that I kind of said in the first part, which is it's going to be surface level. You're going to feel mentally okay. You're going to feel, okay, I can, this feels like something is being activated in me. And you have to already have done some work to know that when something like that happens to you, there's a message behind it. There's a lesson behind it. Do I detox? Do I release? Do I restore? So you already have to know yourself well enough to know, okay, my body is asking me something. After that, my body is asking me something. Your body is the manifestation of your spirit. So if your body is asking you something, then your spirit is telling you something. And so you can connect it like that. That's whether you are being spiritually upgraded or you are sick. Your body is telling you something. But when you're sick, it's that you've gotten contaminated from the external world, right? And so usually it'll really feel like you got punched in the gut. You got punched in, like, sit down and get rid of all this mucus. You'll really feel your antibodies, you really feel your immune system putting in the work to get rid of that virus. Whereas when you're getting spiritually upgraded, you're not getting rid of a virus. You're creating space to receive what is meant to upgrade your gifts, upgrade your senses, so that you can fully embody the message, fully integrate the message. And so for me, what actually happened was that I got my energetic download, and because I have a lot of fire energy in me, I was like, go, 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 let's go, let's show up. But previously I had shown up, if you guys had been paying attention, for 3 months straight. Every day I was showing up, right? And so then I was taking the time to really analyze, okay, how did my last 3 months go, and how do I want my next 3 months to go? And that's when I got my energetic download, and I was still in tune and in touch, because I was like, okay, I recognize this is an energetic download. Let me sit with it. Let me take my bath. Let me do my routine. I was really still in mode of what I had been doing the previous 3 months. But then I got sick. And I got sick because I was ready to just go, go, go. So there's, I'm in Montreal, so there's a little virus that's going around, and some of my family members got it. So I got it. And that was my body and my higher self telling me, okay, you need to integrate. You can't just get the message and just go, go, go. You need a period of grace to really sit with the message in stillness. And that's why the theme of this week is energetic upgrades, but sitting in stillness so that you can really integrate the message. So I had to sit in stillness. So I was sick. I actually still have some mucus in me, which is like crazy, because I'm like, it's never gone on this long. I'm not sick, but I feel like there's still mucus. So I'm still in that integration period. It's just that now I have a lot more energy. My mind is a lot more clear. So I have the ability to actually show up a little bit more, which is what I've been craving. But I did go, so once I got sick, which was beginning September, I think, the 1st of September, around there, beginning September, which would be the last, is that the last new moon? What are we? Last full moon? I think there was a moon phase happening around there. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, why am I was sick. I was sick, and I was detoxing, I was steaming, I was sitting, I was doing nothing. During that period, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was binging shows. I was like, hell nah. I was feeling lazy. I was like, oh my gosh, I was really a lot in my mind too. My mental chatter was like there's all these thoughts that were going through. And so I was watching shows to kind of like calm that down. And I wasn't in the mood to meditate. I wasn't in the mood to do any of my practices that I had been doing almost every day for the last 3.5 months. So I was like, And so then I slowly, it's kind of like I went into this hermit, like full hermit introvert mode. I was getting irritated. I was getting frustrated. And it took me some time to get out of that. But I only got out of it also once I became clear on, okay, what happened? I had to sit with like, what the hell happened? I went back into my astrology chart. I broke down my houses. And then I realized that for me, I really need, although I have a lot of fire and I want to be impulsive, I also have some earth, which is sitting down, creating structure, integrating slowness long-term, right? So I really had to sit with the messages that I had received in mid-August so that I could integrate it fully, so that I could show up in a new way, in a more wholesome way, in a more authentic way, in a more embodied way. So these are I'm telling you guys personally what happened to me so that you guys can reflect and see how it's going on in you and what you need to do and how you need to understand yourself. So when I'm working with a client, I would break down the client's personality with them. I would break down what they are going through, but it's also your job to deep dive. We're not always going to deep dive together. I'm just going to guide you in the direction and you continue that deep diving. That's why coaching is so impactful, because you also learn how to learn you also learn how to learn about yourself, which is fun because we're here for a long time, right? So when you're sick or run down, it's going to feel like a punching bag. When you're going through an energetic upgrade, you're going to feel like you have energy. You're going to feel like something is going on and being activated and being initiated in you. You're going to feel like you can actually show up in places. Whereas when you're sick or run down, you don't want to go anywhere. You're basically a homebody in those moments. Okay? So just being aware of the symptoms that I brought up. So aches, pains, warmth, tingling, any of those, itching, discomfort. Okay? And how deep is that in your body, and what do you feel? Do you feel like you need to detox and release things? Do you feel like you need to restore and gain nutrients? Do you feel like you need to sit in stillness and have nothing and just allow this moment of discomfort to move through you? So based on how you sit with that, because you need to know yourself, based on how you sit with that, you'll know the next step. Do I rest? Do I move? Do I embody? What is being called out of me in this moment? Okay. So what should I do to support my body during or after an intense energetic shift? Baths. Cleansing baths are the perfect thing. They will detox you mind, body, and spirit, no matter whether it's an energetic upgrade or you are sick. Cleansing bath, best thing for you. Hot baths, essential oils, teas, cacao, herbal teas. Herbal teas are the best. Don't just go and get a packet, right? Get a herbal tea. And if you are going to get a packet, get a packet from like an organic store or a bio store where they actually make mixes, organic mixes that pinpoint and target what you're going through. So like gut or cold or fever or throat. Okay, get like specific mixed bags if you are going to get a tea bag. Meditation, journaling, sitting in stillness, giving yourself the space, giving yourself the grace to actually be in this moment of discomfort, and mental chatter. So if some of you guys are like me, where you think a lot when you're not in movement, then in those moments, allow yourself to just think. That's the moment when you are allowed to overthink. Don't beat yourself up because you're like, okay, I'm overthinking, I'm frustrated. Don't be that is part of the journey. Like I've said, when you are angry, when you know what that anger serves, then you can allow that anger to release itself as it's meant to. Anger needs to be authentic too. Frustration needs to be authentic too. Your low vibrational emotions need to come through and allow themselves to be seen and be heard, to be validated, to be acknowledged by you, not by anybody else, by you. So allow yourself to think, allow those thoughts to flow, and whatever at the end of when you feel like you're coming out, when you see that, oh, you know, I have energy, I'm coming out of this mode, like come out of it, like fully be like, okay, I'm ready to show up. Say, I'm ready now. I feel like I have detoxed the thoughts, because thoughts need to be detoxed as well. I have released these thoughts, I have released these emotions, and I'm now ready to show up in a way that's more wholesome of me. I have accepted the parts of my shadow self. I have accepted the lower vibrations of me, so that I can pounce up and move forward with momentum, with motivation, with truth. Okay? Because there's two parts of you, and those two parts make a whole. So you can't blame, you can't dishonor those lower vibrations because you feel like you're above them. No, they're part of you. They're part of your process. They're part of your journey. They're part of your activation, and they serve a purpose. So allow them to serve their purpose when you are going through that energetic upgrade, when you are going through those sicknesses, when you are going through those phases, okay? They need to move through you. Don't allow them to accumulate, and you know, like cells that jumble up when you're sick, they come together and they become bigger, they expand. You want truth to expand in you, you want health to expand in you, you want wealth, abundance, peace, love, and harmony to expand in you. And so you need to really allow the lower vibrations to dispatch, to separate, to release, to flow, and to get out of your body, basically. To get out of your body, so that the energies of love, vibration, peace, and harmony can come back, accumulate, create your aura field. Use your breath work. Breath work is the best way. Bringing consciousness of peace, bringing consciousness of love, bringing consciousness of harmony, and releasing the clumps of doubt. Okay, I need to go get my daughter, so we'll continue this. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go get my baby girl. Okay. What else? Nutrients. So I was talking about what you can do in those moments when you're going through an energetic upgrade, or whether you are sick, run down, and your immune system is in like full fight for you mode, right? So nutrients, make sure you're eating well, make sure you're resting well, make sure you're just being in stillness, allowing whatever is in you to move through you, even if that is thoughts, and just, you know, love yourself. Treat yourself. Do your self-care in those moments, but don't allow it to be too much. Don't make it seem like I have to do this. Do what feels right for you in those moments. Use your intuition. Actually, just use your instinct. Don't even use your intuition. Use your instinct, because your instinct is also supposed to be connected to your higher self. So your instinct will show you the way, especially if you're already doing the inner work that you're supposed to be doing. If you are new to doing all of this, I suggest you work with me in a program, and we get you to that self-reflection that allows you to really decide, am I in alignment with what I want to be creating in the world? Am I in alignment with the thoughts that make me feel like I'm at my highest and greatest expression? Because then it'll be easier to dissect your energetic downloads and to really sit with yourself in a way that's very loving, that's very peaceful, and that's very harmonious to you and your growth. Even when you're in the lower vibrational, that's also a process to your growth. It can fling you forward. It can give you that momentum, that jump, like a trampoline, that jump to when you get out of that phase where you feel good enough to be like, ooh, I needed that. I needed that expression. I needed that release. I needed that detox. I needed that energy. I needed those nutrients to show up in a way that is authentic and true to me. And I learned so much about myself that now I can integrate these parts of myself, or I can connect to spirit in this way. I can enhance my gifts in this way. There's an excitement and there's a new beginning after you go through that energetic download, after you sit in stillness, after you go through that integration process. So it is still part of that whole journey of being a spirit that is experiencing the human body and human life in the 3D world. So be gentle with yourself. Next question. Okay. Why do some energetic activations feel healing while others feel like they're breaking you down? It depends the phase that you are in. We go through several awakenings. Yes, we have that one big awakening that grounds us in our journey and in our mission, but we also have energetic upgrades that are like, okay, you've learned this. It's now time for you to learn this. You've learned this. It's time for you to step back so that you can put into practice what you learned. It's like an evaluation of, oh, did you really learn what you were supposed to learn? Did you really receive that message? Did you really hear your inner voice? Did you really do that inner work, right? So some of them are going to feel healing because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've really let that go. I've really let that story go. I've really let that pain go. I've really let that emotional turmoil go. I've really let those thoughts go. So some of them are going to feel, exciting and motivating because you're like, wow, it's been so long. The inner me, the me 5 years ago was going through so much, and I'm so proud to tell her that we have reached here, and that's healing. And some of them are going to break you down and bring you back to when you were at your lowest so that you can put into practice what you've learned, and you can try again until you get stronger and stronger and stronger. You're building that muscle. So some of them will really feel like they're breaking you down, like and some of them will feel like, It's part of the process. It's part of being human, and it's part of growing and expanding in your knowingness of your truth, in your knowingness of love, in your knowingness of, everything here is serving this. Everything around me that I see, everything that I'm creating, everywhere that I am, is to push me in the direction that is for my highest and greatest love. Remember that everything that is happening to you is because the universe loves you, and the universe loves you so much that it wanted to experience that love of you, which is of itself. Beautiful, right? Very beautiful. And if you're not there, like I said, we're not always there. We had to start somewhere. And honestly, if I could give myself the coach that I am today at 16, 17, 18, with these thoughts and with this support and with this process and with this warmth that I have right now, it would be like, yeah, I would be a different Jess then, but it would be so like, like you're giving yourself a huge warm hug, even with the strictness that I have, because I know I can be an asshole sometimes with my words, but those are words that need to hit you really in the heart. Those are words that need to really hit you in the gut, in the mind, so that you can see things as they really are. So if you need that, then work with me. My booking page is in the description, or DM me, or write in the comments. But I have several programs for different levels, and all of them are for you to embody love, peace, harmony, to generate the energy that you need so that you show up in the world as you are meant to show up, and you embody and you see actually in the external world you living the desirable life that you want, not from the ego, but from the soul. So an energetic download is about spiritual growth. Spiritual growth is going to have you in different phases of your life. Are you releasing? Are you detoxing? Are you rebuilding? And based on those phases in your life, what is it that you need to be aware of? What is the message that you're receiving? How are you moving forward with everything that you've learned and with everything that you will be learning? Because usually energetic downloads, it's future messages that you're now going to be experiencing in your path and you're now going to be walking. So I feel like we covered everything. Is there anything else I want to say? you got this. You guys got this, honestly. As long as you remember that you are a love warrior, as long as you remember that you always have your practices that you can go back to, and that they will be the anchor and they will be the grounding, the firm ground, the firm foundation for you to keep building up, then you got this. And if you do need that extra support, book a session, book a program. I am going to be doing a free workshop. In about a week, I will give you guys the exact dates on TikTok. So see you guys in the next video. I will be posting regularly again. I am back at least for the next 3 months. So see you guys soon. Bye.